Going into the game, we knew that Carver had a nice defense. We just wanted to establish tempo. We didn't want to be fast-paced the whole game, but we wanted to pick and choose the right moments where we was going to speed the game up. And I thought that was, I guess, the biggest thing that we had working in our favor, being able to play with tempo and get set and keeping the ball close to our sideline, not letting Coach Gresham and his staff sub all those defensive linemen in. Coming off games with Park Crossing and games against and the game against Carver, that's those games mean so much to my players. It means so much to the fans, to the community, and just challenging those kids. Hey, we need that same intensity that you brought the Park Crossing game, the same intensity that you brought the Carver game. Now we begin region play, and last year we were one game out of making the playoffs, and I go back to that Smith Station game here at Crampton Bowl when they beat us 29-26, and ultimately that game kept us out. So our theme for the week, is just payback. Payback. We feel like we should have won that game last year. We didn't. We came up short. So we're just applying all our energy into Smith Station, get ready for this game.
Okay. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
We just got to do a better job first half. We scored for the second game in a row. We drove the ball. After that, our offense kind of stalled a little bit. So we got to do a better job of maintaining drives in that first half. And defensively, Coach Carter and his JD staff did a good job with a lot of motion, a lot of tempo that kind of kept us off guard and created some big plays for them offensively. And we got to minimize penalties. We got penalties, 3 penalties. Every score they made in the game came off a huge penalty, a 10 to 15-yard penalty. So we got to minimize those. And but like I said, the positive part, we saw some guys offensively go in the game and make some plays, and it kind of give us a little momentum offensively. Getting those guys going this week. Defensively, we feel real good about the game. They fit. Their offense is really catered to and fits what we do defensively. So I think it'll be a good matchup with what they do offensively and what we do defensively. And the difference in the game is going to be offensively. Which team can minimize the big plays. For us, we want to create some big plays, take advantage of some opportunities that we're going to have in the game. And we just got to execute. They're a real good football team. They're 2-0. We're hungry for our first win this year. And so the guys really, I was very excited the way they came back to work on Sunday and even yesterday. So we're still striving, we're still motivated to get our first win. And what better way on a Thursday night against OPELIKA, one of the top teams in 6A football. We're excited about the opportunity, and we're just, looking for that first win.
We got to play better defense. It's the first time in my head coaching career that I've been a part of a team that scored 44 points and lost. I consider myself a defensive-minded coach, and it's just extremely disappointing and embarrassing to give up that many points. Now, I don't want to take anything away from Lee. They have a great football team. We've got to play better defense, especially in the secondary. The first score of the game was just a misplayed coverage, where it let a two-deep safety let a receiver get behind him, and they made a great play and scored a touchdown. Bottom line is we got to play better defense. With that said, offensively, we made a couple of mistakes in critical situations that could have changed the game. We get the pick coming out of half, and we're moving the ball and got an opportunity to score, and we get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty or unnecessary roughness, whatever it was. Who knows how the game would have changed had we converted that drive. So we faced 2 more really good receivers. They've got the 6'6" kid, number 3, that's plays tight end and plays receiver, and he made a lot of big plays against Prattville last week. And 9, they're the guy that plays opposite him. Those 2 guys, we've got to defend them. they're coming off a disappointing loss against a rival just like we are. So, they're going to be hungry for a win. And this is a team that's beaten us the last 2 years we've played them. So, we've got a lot to prove for ourselves. This is our first region game. If we want to have a chance to win the region, we got to start off 1-0. And, we do have them at home, which is a plus. But we've just got to get lined up, and we've got to play well in the secondary and let our front do what they do. I've got to do a better job of personnel in our special teams, and if we'll do those things, I think we'll be okay.
Crowd and staff does an awesome job over there. It was going to be a physical game. We knew that. They're big up front. We just kind of knew that, we just tried to make sure that Malik is going to be Malik Cunningham. He's a good football player. Everybody in the state knows that. But we just try to make sure we're able to try to isolate what everybody else was doing. A kid like that, it's hard to stop him. You just want to make sure everybody else that plays with him, you try to able to slow them down. So we just were able to, the second half, they did an awesome job. We missed some things first half that we thought we had there, but we just tried to come back, coaching staff and ourselves got together second half, and we just tried to make some adjustments. But the disappointing thing is defensively, giving up 44 points. I know we're young in some areas, but I thought the same thing. We had some coverage breaks. We left guys wide open. We got to work on it. We're going to try to be try to get into this region play and try to get opportunity to get into this playoff, which starts next week. We got to kind of clear those things up. Now we're game planning. We're taking this time, this extra week to kind of rest them a little bit. We got a couple guys banged up and bruised a little bit, but we're preparing. We're game planning. We're looking at Smith Station. Again, what we've done previously doesn't really make a difference. It's good for the kids from the standpoint of city play to talk about. But in the ultimate big scheme of things, it doesn't matter because, everybody here sitting at this table, at this panel, their ultimate goal is to be state champions. And the only way to be able to do that is win your region football games. And next week starts ours, so that's our whole goal.
Well, this Friday we travel to Smith Station, Alabama, where we'll take on the Smith Station Panthers. I encourage everyone from the JD Empire to come out and support the guys. We really need your support. I look forward to seeing you all Friday night.
We play OPELIKA Thursday night. A great opportunity for our program to reestablish ourselves against a real good football team. And of course, we always need fan support. Need our fans, Wolverine Nation in the stands, cheering and screaming and hollering for us. And we all gonna pull together and get this first victory.
We play STANHOPE Friday night. We need another big crowd. We've had 2 great crowds. Our kids play hard. I think our fans see that. I think you guys see how hard our kids played. They played right down to the wire last week against Lee, and you're going to see that every week. So this is a big game for us, first region game. We need a huge crowd Friday night.
I'd just like to thank the General Nation for their support. The crowd was outstanding this past week versus Park Cross and the Lanier game previous that week. I'd just like to thank you all for the support. We come back to Crampton Bowl September 8th against region team, Smith Station, good football team. So make sure you come out and support your beloved Generals. Thank you.